Your name is?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Would you take Caitlin out?
Sure, absolutely. Come with me.
Thank you.
There you are.
You're Haley? Stand up, please. Miss Cohagen, that adorable little child is your daughter. She has a terrible scar on her face, and that scar on her face is a result of being bitten by a dog that belongs to Mr. Chin.
Yes.
Haley is Caitlin's half-sister.
Yes.
Is she your daughter?
My step.
Your stepdaughter. She doesn't live with you.
No, ma'am.
You were living with Mr. Chin,
Yes.
who is 17.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yes.
Was Mr. Chin living with his mother?
No, he was living with me
Just you.
and my roommate.
How many times had your little sister come to spend time with you?
That was her first time.
And when you spoke to your stepmom about it, how long was she supposed to stay with you?
The weekend.
And you knew that your stepdaughter was living with a 17-year-old young man.
Yes.
And her roommate, who was how old?
18.
So you had a 17, an 18, and your stepdaughter was the oldest at 19,
Yes, I believe so.
who was living in the house.
Yes.
When you agreed to take your little sister for the weekend, did you tell your stepmother that, what's your first name?
Austin.
That Austin had just gotten a dog.
Yes.
Did you tell her what kind?
Yes.
You told her that Austin had just gotten a pit bull.
Yes.
And so your stepmother knew the following, Miss Cohagen. This is what you knew. You knew that you were sending your 6-year-old child to a house that was occupied by a 17, 18, and 19-year-old with a brand new pit bull when you let your daughter go there for the weekend.
She did not disclose to me there was a pit bull there.
So your stepdaughter is lying to me. Is that what you're... Just a second. So you didn't know there was a dog there?
I knew there was a dog because Austin had prior gotten rid of the dog, but I did not know he had gotten it back.
Did you know that there was a dog there? Without knowing what kind, did you know there was a dog there?
No, I knew Maya was there, which is my stepson's husky, but I did not know there was a...
Who had your stepson's husky?
My stepson and my stepdaughter, because my
So
stepson
your
had moved
stepson
in.
is the one who's 18.
No, that was Alexis, his girlfriend.
So you also had another kid living there.
He's 22. I don't know when Kyler moved in.
In any event, because of all of your irresponsibility, and that includes you, that 6-year-old has a terrible scar on her face.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, you have nothing to do with this, so you can sit down.
Thank you.
She doesn't live with them.
Well, he's a minor, so I did not
cares?
know.
That's right. That's why you don't send your 6-year-old to stay with a minor who has a dog. And you knew he had a pit bull before. Now your stepdaughter says you knew that the dog was back. You can't blame somebody else. That's your fault. You're supposed to watch your daughter, not a 17-year-old, not a 19-year-old. You're supposed to watch her. That's why I asked her to leave, because I read this case and I said, you know what? He's an idiot for getting a pit bull. You're an idiot for taking your little sister there with him and a pit bull. But bottom line is, the 6-year-old is your responsibility. Yours. You can't blame anybody else. You can't blame anybody else for the scar on that child's face. That's your fault. Now, in what room did it happen where Caitlin was bitten by the dog?
It happened in my room.
Where were you?
My bedroom with my brother.
Why weren't you watching your sister?
I didn't think anything was going to happen.
You should have stopped with, I didn't think. Nobody is responsible for that child's fight except you.
I just did not know the dog was back.
Just a second. That's up to you to find out before you let a 6-year-old go someplace where they're out of your control. If I were a reasonable person, would I let my 6-year-old go to a house which was occupied by a 17, an 18, and a 19-year-old, and one husky? Would I think about doing that? Maybe for an hour. For a weekend? What was so important?
She just wanted to go. Haley had asked for Caitlin, so I said it was okay.
Did you go over to the house?
I had been there before, and there was no dog.
Then.
No, not that day.
That day, the day before that day. So before I let my 6-year-old go to a house where I knew there had been living a pit bull, and I know there's a husky there, and I know that she's an idiot who doesn't think. Why would I do that? Why would I, without going?
A month before.
Your case is dismissed.
Okay.
The child's scar is on you,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
anybody else.